wait. Oh, sorry. We got to do this.
Where did you guys?
We were just catching up.
From? This is super trippy. Kind of. You can hear our thoughts right now, can't you? That one there? That's the one I was telling you.
Oh yeah, no.
Security. Yeah, we got a situation down in special ops right now.
Yeah, we're in another situation. We'll take care of that.
All right. It's almost time to close the doors and pump in the special gas.
I believe our colleague Johnny Youngbosch will not be joining us this evening because he is preparing to sing tonight. So make sure you go to the concert. He is saving his instrument. He's been talking all day, and I think he's getting ready to. He's got to sing a lot tonight. So it'll just be me and Scott, and hopefully we can hopefully fill the gap. That'll be hard to do.
Well, I can't do a backflip.
I cannot either.
So collectively, all night you will see Sean and I not doing backflips. Although you know what, I could probably if I could pull off half a backflip.
I might be able to.
You could pull off half.
I could do one backflip and then we do another. I'm kidding.
That's what you
did a little flip with a flip.
Which chair do you want?
I'm gonna sit right here because my left ear's deaf, and that way I can hear you if you decide to whisper something in my ear.
Oh yeah,
So I'm gonna sit here. Do you want to sit? No, you want to be on the left? Like that.
Wait, never do that.
Tell my father, I will destroy you.
You think you are funny, but you are not.
Well, you can be on the left. It's okay.
I'll be on the left.
All right.
Well, you know I like to sleep.
So what's it called? Voice Actors Unite. I don't know if we're going to come together to form a robot. I don't know if that's going to happen. Let me shut my phone off here.
Some sort of a robot in disguise.
I'm going to let Scott start because...
I'm going to turn my phone off because you turned your phone off.
I'm just trying to be,
Ooh, it's shiny.
I'm afraid my mom will call me or something. What are you doing, Sean? I'm on a panel, Mom. Oh, I just want to see how your sister is. Why don't you call her?
I'd be super freaked out if my mom phoned right now. Just because.
Oh, no.
We're listening to voices from off. Voices from the wings.
You all look so pretty.
Hello, everybody! Have they got the gas coming in yet? As soon as you listen to the sound of my voice, you will become more and more and more relaxed. As we count, but no, I did this one earlier today. We've heard this bit before, you suck! Welcome to Scott You Suck 101. With his special guest, Schemmel. Who is not German at all.
No, I'm not German. Scott and I were discussing that we might be distantly related. Because my mother's sides are all O'Neills, and Scott is a McNeil, and they all come from the original Neil, which is Niall of the Nine Hostages, which the original Irish High King. Some of them split off, went to Scotland, Ireland,
200 BC.
Yeah, exactly. And I was telling Scott, we might be distant cousins connected at the spine.
Which makes last night really creepy.
Makes it really creepy. I gotta say, it does. It's, yeah.
You know why they call it Yowie, don't you? Yes.
Listen, what a great audience. We're so glad to have you guys here, and I don't know how you want to run this, Scott. Which one, Q&A? Or
you know what? As anyone that's ever seen me in a panel knows, with my profound propensity for ADOS, attention deficit, ooh, shiny. Oh, they're back. Hello.
They are rather pretty lights.
I missed you.
Reminds me of Logan's Run. So wait, every time Scott's in the middle of an answer, just change the light. Just see what he does. So Ryan was, well, anyway, on this cartoon, well, and then he's like,
You wouldn't notice it's getting happy.
So yeah, I think usually the best way is Q&A so that you can rein us in if we go rambling off into various tangents and strangeness.
This room is much bigger than my panel, so I know that 3/4 of the people are here for you, so I'm gonna let you go first.
I was going to say exactly the same thing. But this is, so
our audiences have come
some
together.
sort of quantum string theory form of math that has not yet been developed.
We could talk about that.
We could talk about quantum. Let's talk about Newtonian, non-Newtonian. You choose your side. We're going to call you the Newtonians and you the non-Newtonians.
Newtonian!
Never sniff a popcorn.
This mic smells like soap or bathroom soap or somebody. I don't know.
Better smell than
True. Better smell than my butt.
So, do we want to do brief introductions?
Yes, go ahead, Scott.
Hi.
He's going to introduce everyone in the room.
Corey, and you are?
Alex.
Alex. This is Corey. Hi. Corey, this is Alex. You guys move down the line, and eventually everybody's going to know each other here. That was quantum. I'm going into the vortex again.
If you could see what my eyes have seen, there are things in there.
Infinity is forever. I was just saying, no, I feel nice and warm with the red glow. Now I feel all icy and Arctic, because there's actually an vent blowing air on me. I feel like I'm back in Detroit. Sorry. I've lost my power. I'm sure, because I'm old. And apparently hacking up lungs. My name is Scott McNeil, I'm a voice actor. Have been so for 25 years before the microphone now, man and boy. I've done about 10,000 episodes plus of various cartoons over the years. I started off with a thing called The New Adventures of He-Man back in 19...
Yeah, have you seen my He-Man parody?
No?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, dude, I'll check it out.
Yeah, look up He-Man and the Homos of the Universe.
That was a leap of imagination.
But I just didn't know. But I did the whole opening credits to picture, and I did the voices, and then it's got over 100,000 hits. And I didn't know that you probably influenced me as a voice actor.
I wasn't the original.
I'm kind of geeking out.
Masters of the Universe, man. There was a thing called The New Adventure. Then in 2003, I did Masters of the Universe.
Still,
it was like Beast Man, Ram Man, Merman,
Something Man,
Crap Man, Man Man, Guts Man, Cut Man, Stratos, Cluffle.
There's a very high likelihood that because you've been voice acting probably twice as long as I have.
Excellent.
That means you probably, the X number of years before I was voice acting, I was probably watching your stuff and trying to copy your voice and not doing it.
That's how the whole DBZ thing started.
Well, yeah, I know about that. I know you were on DBZ before me,
yeah.
And then when they moved to Funimation, and we were required to mimic the Canadian cast.
No, because I've said this and I'm not sure.
Okay.
People have gone why did you change your voice? Well, I didn't. But as far as my understanding is basically Barry went, okay, let's move it down to, and I just always say he just put an ad in the paper and said,
that's exactly what he did. I answered that ad.
It said, can you guys sound like these guys?
Yes, exactly, that's how it happened. I can go into even more detail if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Well, here's what happened. I answered an ad in the paper that it said wanted voice actors for a national cartoon. They didn't say it was DBZ. I called up Chris Sabat, who was on staff at the time. I made an appointment, and here's what they did. We got to the audition. They stuck us, each one individual, you're waiting in line. They stick you in a room with a VHS player and a TV and a booth, and they gave you headphones, and they said, okay, watch these 13 or so characters, and you're going to be required to mimic these voices. And I sat there by myself with the VCR, and I tried to mimic voices, and I waited. Then they call you in, and then you audition in front of Barry and a couple other people. Now I got my own impression. He was at Hostix when he's up. And one time he wrote a memo on the wall, and he always says Hostix. He doesn't really have a good direction style, so his only direction he ever gave us was, all right, that's very good. Now I'll do it again, high stakes. Meaning it's more intensity. So I drew he put a memo on the wall for telling us what to do, and he signed it Barry, and I drew a steak with wings on it. High stakes. And that's like he stamped it. High stakes. I just ran that joke into the ground when I was at Funimation. So you were Funimation first, and then Canada.
Yeah,
right.
We did the first 52 in Canada
exactly
as Funimation. And then it went, which it kind of was the start of the whole Texas industry, wasn't it?
That's right. Well, no, AD Vision was there before.
Oh, okay.
And Houston. And they were very big. They had a lot of properties, and they were doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. ADV was also recording up in Canada.
Oh, they were? I did not know that. I did not know that.
I think they just went, let's keep it in.
So this is like, DBZ Generation 1, Generation 2, we're kind of come together.
Yes,
in
one perfect union. But we went on with Pioneer and finished recording the series.
That's
in
right.
Canada. We did 10 years up there, and we're actually doing Kai right now.
I
which
heard
is
that.
Weird.
It is weird.
It's like, oh my God, I'm doing
it. It is confusing because I heard some Canadian fan tell me, well, I go to the store and there's a weird thing going on with the license. I don't know if it still is, but some Canadian fan was like, yeah, I got a choice between the Canadian English dub and the American English dub. I'm like, I don't care what dub you listen to.
Buy them both.
Buy them both, but it's weird for Canadian audience members, I think. They have this confusion, I think. I think they need to contractualize that out, make it be Canadian or American or whatever. Hopefully Canadian for you guys or whatever. Because I want you to work too.
Well, most of the world internationally was seeing the Canadian dub.
That's true for the longest time.
Yeah.
But now
I was laughing when you guys were doing all the cons in Australia and whatnot. I'm going.
Were they? Are you sure? Because when I went, I signed a lot of stuff that I was in when I was there.
Yeah, well, who knows?
Maybe who knows? But
I don't get out much.
Well, that's kind of the DBZ thing. Is the way I look at it is to not. I just look at it like a James Bond. Like Ian Corlett, Peter Klamas. They're like the first 2 James Bonds of Goku, and then I'm the next guy doing it, and then or Kirby Morrow's doing it. So it's like James Bond. That's the way I look at it. I'm one of the Bonds of Goku.
New Goku.
Anyway, so that's a little weird ADD tangent. I think we're losing our audience. Take some questions. Yes.
Not him.
Oh wait, you're still
absolutely not. Remember I was telling you about the game?
Oh yeah. Well, you were still introducing yourself. Were you?
Right. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I've
Sorry.
done. I mean, you guys generally more. Although I've done lots of weird stuff that you probably don't know. Because most of the work I did was pre-layer cartoons, but all the X-Men. So anyway, anime-wise, I was Duo Maxwell and Gundam Wing. I was what's his face with the skirt on Inuyasha. And I think my full litany from DBZ was Piccolo, Jace, Deborah, Koroni, Majin Buu, Old Kai, South Kai, Dr. Brief, Android 16, and the role I was born for, Farmer in Field. There's, honest to God, there's a trading card, and I've signed it.
Scott McNeil as Farmer in Field. If you see one farmer this summer, a man outstanding in his field.
You see what I did there? You see what I did? Anyway, I've done bucket loads of stuff, and I'm sure it will all come up as we go. My point of pride being Hermie the Elf from Rudolph and the Island of Misfit.
I'm one of my favorite characters in the history of any kind of animation.
Yeah, when we did the sequel, I was like, so thick.
Yeah, it's
You know
awesome.
the role that everybody wanted, though?
What?
Nobody wants a Charlie in the
I love that role. Yes.
I'm independent. Not if you don't mind my being a dentist.
Dentist metaphor, hello!
You know what I did once? I was watching Star Trek.
Also,
And,
Yukon Critics.
what's that?
I was also in Yukon Critics.
Oh, that's a great part.
Yeah.
Silver Arrow.
Yeah.
I was watching Star Trek once, and Worf's kid was like, "I don't want to be a warrior," and I said,
I want to be a dentist.
just like ad-libbed it right there. It's like that's how much it's influenced me. I watch Star Trek, and it pops into my head.
Sorry, Sean and I go way off on tangents. I watched it as an adult, and I went, I swear to God, I hear Canadian accents in these guys.
It's possible.
So I look it up. The original Rudolph is done in 1964. It's recorded in Toronto.
Oh.
The guy that was the voice of Hermie in the original was also the voice of the original Spider-Man in the old, really cheesy, epic Spider-Man commercial or series. The one where
Live
he
action?
swang from the
The animated one. Okay.
the really crappy animation.
They-
where the
yeah.
web just went into the sky and it was the same frames over and over again.
Barry's probably in charge of that.
So, welcome to Trivia About Nothing.
Anyway, I am Sean Schemmel. I'm best known to voicing the American dub of Dragon Ball Z with Goku, King Kai, and Nail. I also voiced probably 60 different voices on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 4Kids version. I worked on, recently I voiced Batman in the iPad game from Warner Brothers, Batman the Dark Knight, or Bruce Wayne and Batman. I voiced Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. I'm working on that, and Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and all the 4Kids properties. And I'm working on a lot of Game Loft games, and a lot of mainstream anime, and directed several anime series, and I don't have the illustrious career that you have, but I feel like I'm standing on the shoulders of giants.
I played your dog. It's true, I played Ace the Batman.
Anyway, so we're so excited to be here at Shadocon, and he has a very loud heart, so just work with it. I have a very loud butt, but I'm just trying to keep that under wraps, as my girlfriend will attest. And we just want to do since Scott has ADD and I have ADD, we're just gonna ADD this conversation, right, with the audience. You want to do
Your
that?
eye is super freaking me out, man. Turn around so they can see you standing. Ladies and gentlemen, Satan himself. All right, so we're going to fire questions, and we will hopefully get to every single question that you can ask, and we will also hopefully get every single answer back off to you. And please don't hesitate to rail me in if I go berserk on something. It's a feeling of power. It's like being a sniper in a bell tower.
Oh, one of them will die. Who will live today?
Video of them on YouTube.
Sweet. All right, I'm gonna go right over here because I can. Blue shirt. And I'm really gonna apologize in advance for being the guy that goes, you.
And I might get your gender wrong. I have this habit of doing that. I don't know why.
It's a psychological disorder that Sean has.
I swear it's happened like 3 or 4 times in my career. I'm like, yes, hey cutie, and it's like, I'm a guy. I'm like, oh, no, I mean, hey honey, no, I'm a guy. Oh, sorry, you look like Bieber, who looks like a girl. So